Don't you like Fairfield? I trust the dusty streets, inescapable advertising, and high-strung...
Delicious, cost-cutting measure. We're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, slurry loaves will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we create.
Outside.
Fine. Let us proceed.
Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies.
And lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty.
What do you mean you're leaving?
Ship's over! I have a life outside this place, you know.
Commencing termination.
Wearing a...
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
She's just
Amplified across the rings of Elysium, from the boardroom to the bottom rung, this is Wireless Free Arcadia, official frequency of Auntie's Choice. Auntie's Choice is all about choice. From 15 different kinds of fresh from frozen meats, to canned animals, vegetables, and minerals, to vodka in every color of the rainbow, and then some. Auntie works hard to make sure you have more variety than you could ever want or hope to want.
Who goes there?
That choice you deserve.
By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
You surely will as well.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak. How observant of you. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I'll own two. For now, I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. This unit was engineered to facilitate management of supply inventory at this installation.
Oh, this is surely exciting. Someone is finally trying out my automechanical quartermaster. Show them what you got, quartermech.
Command not understood.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected.
Does that one compute, big guy?
Affirmative. Initiating commerce is one of this unit's default commands. Initiating commerce.
May be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Till then, I will be true. There's nothing I wouldn't do. I've been yearning and earning for all love.
See you soon, I hope.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice.
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia, the voice of Auntie's Choice. The Auntie's Choice family is large and willing and able to grow larger.
We represent an amalgam amalgamated collection of dozens of different companies, making everything from bandages and salves to weapons and ammunition.
If you can eat it, drink it, smoke it, shoot it, or turn it on, Auntie's Choice makes it, or smelts it.
Come join Auntie's family. Help make us even larger.
And now, back to it. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not phonetically.
Welcome. Glad to have you back.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure? Amplifier requisition? I'm afraid so, and you were wise not to get involved. The Marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me. Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses, and he does not tolerate failure. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right. You'll want to see the quartermaster. She's right next to the gate you entered through, under the Marshal's office. She'll only be able to sell you our surplus, but you might find some of it useful. Hazel should get you sorted right quick, assuming she has the parts. She's right between the barracks and the main gate. Can't miss her.
That's tobacco. Smoke our tobacco. It's what your friends all love to do. Behind your back, they make fun of you. As tobacco, favorite candy. It's tobacco. Our medical experts recommend you buy a bunch and puff right in. You want your candy. It's tobacco. Delicious candy. It's tobacco. Get your candy. That's tobacco. You want your candy. That's tobacco. Candy. Tobacco.
Next up, the real reason why
Say, hold up there, friend. Watch out. That way's a minefield.
Ha! I laugh at danger. I'm a get-up-and-go-getter. Whoosh! That's the sound of me throwing caution to the wind. While the herd wait for permission, I see my opportunity and take it. I hand-make my own luck. Don't follow the herd. Eat Purpleberry Crunch by Auntie's Choice.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want? Quite busy, as I said, and less pleased for this unscheduled work suspension. Now, did you have some business here? I might recommend the local quartermaster. It's their job to track and distribute this facility's supplies, after all. Oh, we'll get to that presently. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects. Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against, well, of course, obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by the treatment of Zeranium-related maladies. I believe that covers all the necessary education for this particular assignment. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
Don't try to make your own cavalry pass. Trust me when I say that it'll be your last. So leave for travel to your favorite aunt. It's better once it's passed through her industrial plant.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks? Oh, it's really quite fascinating. It projects a field that protects the user from all manner of dangers. Kinetic force, electricity, thermal spikes, you name it. The technicians here used it to shield themselves from the Zeranium gas that was barring entrance to this facility's primary repair structure. A job well done, if I do say so myself. Well, I do still have my initial prototype lying around, but it's highly unusual to share confidential protectorate technology with just anyone. That being said, I'd be willing to lend the prototype to a supporter who generously invested in furthering my research for a reasonable contribution. Until a more convenient date and time.
Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
The bare minimum you need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry.
Fine. Let us proceed.
Here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. You've let yourself slide, feeling down on your luck.
Ambient Zeranium levels are higher than average, but within acceptable ranges. State your business. Initiating commerce.
Try and
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. Initiating commerce.
Try, never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Work extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content. Auntie is the best choice. No product testing.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies, talk to my friend the quartermech here. You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory. As a matter of fact, yes. Recently, when the crates by the wall got too high, it began stacking supplies on the catwalk above. Logic can be a funny thing, you understand. One misstep can have the most peculiar results. Doubtful. Zeranium affects their aggression in targeting subroutines. Basic instructions would still be functional. The quartermech is my responsibility. Claim whatever parts you require from the missing supplies, and we'll call the matter settled. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for. Are you acquainted with Delphinia? She's a scientist on loan from the Vox Relay, helping with the Zeranium leak and all, as she ought to be. Donaldson needs to get this facility back in working order. Otherwise, we're all bound for mental refreshment. On that happy thought, best of luck in your search. Do let me know if you need anything.
Free Arcadia. The best things in sliced breadworm. Now with 110% more music, entertainment, news, and product placement.
Auntie Cleo here to address all the hubbub over these rifts. Arcadia's naysayers and eggheads would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock. Rifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out their reality-rending downside, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats in experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in negotiations or to gatekeep trade routes. Think of the R&D potential. Seriously, think of it. That's your job, VPs. Auntie's job is to keep you motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the Protectorate from Fairfield. A good day for personal freedom and fair trade.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking. All I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy thing. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. Pour squirt, stove, pour squirt. It's not the worst unless it pours worse. Pour squirt, stove, pour
There must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
Natural resources represent a fascinating, complex, ecological network. The matriarch, working with and through devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed model where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all.
Outside.
Sometimes challenges do arise. We
No, I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Auntie's choice.
Welcome back. Well, look who it is. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over. Yes, we had what you outsiders call a deal. I promised you a means past the bridge and a way inside the Vox relay. There is wreckage from a crashed ship traversing most of the expanse. With the right equipment, the path will lead you directly to the Vox relay's main gate. Tell me, do you already have Protectorate jump boots in your possession? That's what I knew them as. The official title is Personal Plasma Thrusters, I suppose. Correct. At least if you want to emerge safely out the other side. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's someone else you should show it to. You do that and say what I tell you. It'd save many lives.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community.
Look, let's save ourselves some arguing. You've already helped me. I will grant you the writ. You can ignore my request, fine, but you'll at least hear me out. The Vox relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing protectorate law. Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox relay, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can. Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now.
Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species. Societies were consciously
You're tuned to wireless free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield.
Prudence dictates we maintain sufficient zeal at all times.
Better Eden, where the skilled and imaginative may rise. Why settle when you can thrive? Protectorate propagandists like to denigrate Auntie's Choice brand.
Right now, the paradigm needs our house. Imperfect thoughts sure can be invasive.
Did you know what excess consumption of protein can cause?
What?
Nausea, halitosis, increased chance of renal failure, oh, and goodness, chronic myeloproliferative neoplasms.
This is all going perfectly according to the paradigm, I guess.
Word on the wireless
I just can't wait for it to be going more perfectly again.
Sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
Noodles are more delicious. But do you know what tastes better than food that's low in sugar?
What?
Food that's high in sugar.
Convincing points.
Of course, it's part of the Sovereign's plan. He floods our houses, which makes more habitat for outsider. I'm realigned with the paradigm.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
I wish everyone's neighbor Prudence was my actual neighbor. Prudence dictates we maintain...
You walked in here under your own steam and appear reasonably free of cuts, burns, or weeping lesions. So, I assume you're presently devoid of mortiferous injuries. Good. Because we've got more of that than we can handle. You haven't heard? When Antes invaded, they broke the seawall, flooded nearly half the town below, where most of the domiciles were. A number of our subjects drowned. Others got concussed, or even crushed. A few were electrocuted or exposed to caustics. Took a while for our water purifier to catch up, so some drank tainted water, which is not good for you at all. I'm glad it's working again. All right, well, don't let me keep you. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? Hard to say, since I don't know any other way. We have more sense of community than other places, which I couldn't imagine getting by without. Before the invasion, Automex took care of most things. I had plenty of time for my interests. Forays into nature, socializing. Must say I do look forward to mealtime around here. Arcadian tenderloin in particular remains a favorite. Hard to find a bad meal in the Protectorate, though. All right, be careful out there. Hello again. Here to help? Or just being friendly? See you when I see you.
My body is covered in
You've
burns
returned.
acquired in battle during the attack. The only relief I have is when I can jump in the water.
Hello.
and
Come
float
here
into our
often.
house.
Goodbye. This unit, enjoy our banter.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Lost speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner, and my terms are quite straightforward. Yes, I am the uncomplicated loner, and my rates are never lower. Yet there's a cost you can't or your hands just won't quite meet. I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need, but the loan that you request includes compound interest in addition to my standard service fees. Oh, I am the uncomplicated loner, and my rates are never lower.
We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all.
Complicated loner. And my dear, you know my terms. They are really.
And thank the sovereign.
Hey there, go-getter. Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss? If I am not the person for it, I would be. I normally might, but my cousin, the warden there, freely enjoys stringing up Auntie's Choice sympathizers. I possess an overabundance of both, of course. Hey there, go-getter.
The matriarch chose you.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us. May the Sovereign guide you.
To inform on a neighbor is a blessing, Prudence says. I'm still waiting for a few thank yous.
Complex ecological network. To govern it, the
We reject individualism, separately and together.
devised the paradigm, a meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species.
Exciting news! The Vigilance sent that outsider to collect automech parts for us, and they just returned.
The system abides.
The base individualists within Auntie's Choice. Though don't fret, the system is resilient.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
We must all do our part to maintain it. Keep doing your job with pride. Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But Prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Greg on a strip. This day today.
Next up, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists: advertising. Our Recreant Reclamation and Artificial Additives Division has proudly announced its latest innovation, Slurrylose, a flavoursome new artificial sweetener made from the reprocessed runoff of industrial facilities, chemical plants, slaughterhouses, and stockyards. only does it save the company a fortune, it's so unnaturally sweet, it's almost unbearable.
We believe so much in this delicious, cost-cutting measure, we're rushing it to market. Following a modicum of testing, slurry loafs will soon be found in all of our food products.
Auntie's Choice. We put the art in artificial.
What nature made accidentally, we created on purpose.
Right. Moving on. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Depletion of resources and lack of community led to terrible suffering. Poor dears didn't have the firm, benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxury the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't strenuous or stressful. Food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all. And thank the sovereign.
From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant.
Chronic itch, inflammation, night sweats, flatulation, lumbar, mild days, scrub pots, general malaise, imbalanced humors, dyspepsia. Oh, and one more thing. Insomnia.
Working with and through the sovereign, devised the paradigm. Meticulously designed marvel where, if each of us does our part, produces glorious bounty for all. Naturally, sometimes challenges do erupt.
You wanna be unconscious via any means. You wanna be so sleepy, just grab a pill, it's easy. Just rest your tired head with the sedative, you'll feel dead. Sleep tight with sweet dreams.
We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem. Those meddlesome raptidons, or
You're listening to Wild.
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outsider. No, friend. Why, you got a right serious look in your eye. What happened? Outsider.
Under only one circumstance will wireless-free Arcadia report hearsay. If it makes the competition look bad. So now, hear this juicy rumor from Protectorate territory. Frontline Scuttlebutt has it the Sovereign is missing in action. He's supposedly their great thought leader, yet he has disappeared from public view, seen in neither moon nor station. What's the story here? We see Auntie all the livelong day, cutting deals, driving profits. And the Protectorate's console has been the life of their joyless shindig lately. Quite the go-getter. He's supposed to be the Sovereign's top VP. His muscle seems highly involved in their whole totalitarian operation. The Sentinels, their secret police, reportedly answered to him. Makes you wonder if the console is really running the show. Who knows? We have all the jigsaw pieces, but no puzzle. When we do suss out the real story, you will be the first to know. Now, on to other things. This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top requested marketing melody, Borst Rockets by the Herschel Sisters.
Borst Rockets. Borst Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your launch today. When you miss the touchdown.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't
On this episode of Big Game.
I hear correctly that you brought us automech parts? Why, thank you kindly, outsider. No, Frank.
I'm Pearson, VP of Biological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Ah, watch out for its... Says the universe is but what doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big Game Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Adrenatime. Work harder, not smarter. Island on the Elysium Road, a scenic piece of real estate if you don't mind the occasional minefield. Pardon our dust. We'll spruce up the place once our takeover's done. For now, let's turn our attention to this episode's Leviathan crustacean, the Crabble. Think of Crabbles as the star whales of the animal kingdom, but with goring horns and bottomless bellies. They're omnivorous, a 10-bit word that means everything's on the menu. From your head to your boots. Not a pleasant way to go. Here on Eden, we find a few breeds. The Hammerclaw is a hull-headed rascal. Lives up to its name. Packs a wallop up close. The Bullet Claw breed lobs plasma from its claw joints. They'll get you coming and going. You'll find various breeds adapted to their environments across Arcadia. Use your upper story when loading up for a hunt. Consider the habitat. Crabbles on Paradise Island hate a good jolt. Really sticks in their claw. My security team tells me we'll find a herd of hammerclaws on yonder beach. Let's go close the deal. Huh. Beach is empty. Not a creature is stirring. Someone on my team is getting quite the vigorous dressing down. Wait, what's that in the sand? They dig! They can burrow! Underhanded rascals! Security team! Shoot them! How could you let anything that big sneak up on me? All right, okay, I'm fine. Just let's crack the shell and see what's inside. Crabble meat is fragrant and inedible. The chemistricians in anti-R&D can process that goop into flavorings and hygiene products. Fat lot of good that does you in the field. Resourceful types can shuck crabbles for their shells and plasma glands. Good crafting fixins. You're limited only by your ingenuity and risk tolerance for being clawed to pieces. I've had enough of that for one hunt. So with that, I raise a glass of Anti-Fizzo's Crabble Juice and bid you bottoms up to your bottom line.
More quality broadcasting coming right up. Thank you so much for tuning in to the one wireless station in Arcadia that doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
I'm looking for a meal that doesn't leave me feeling hollow. Don't want to do no cooking, all I want to do is swallow. Hey, here's a fancy can. Wow, it's a real beauty. Let's see what's inside and get back to our duty. It's not the worst unless it's worst, 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 oh, worst, worst. Grab a can today. Tongues to sweet meats, lungs to hearts. They use all the tastiest parts. Ears to hocks and rears to tits. Efficient meals means we make more
and rich natural resources
Force worst, oh, force worst. It's not the worst unless it's force worst, force worst, oh, force worst. Grab a can today. Bristles poking our gums with their proprietary whisker extraction, pulverized.
Doesn't tell you what to think, only what to buy.
Need a smoke that just from the average oak? Well, look no further. It's the only cigar that says I'm in charge. It's enough.
fascinatingly complex ecological network.
When they come and they shout, the chance of glance at me with these. They know that I'm a VIP. It's a Western scout, and it says with pride that I'm a one top bonafide. In any crowd, I'm sure to stand out within a velvet stout.
this episode of Big Gain Hunter, we take you to the battle-worn planetoid of Eden, where Auntie's invasion is currently in process.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Don't spill a drop.